Hello gardener, welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing an exciting gardening technique, how to winterize your pepper plants. If you love growing peppers as much as I do, you'll want to know how to keep them thriving year after year. Most people treat peppers as annuals, but did you know that they're actually perennials in warmer climates where it doesn't get cold enough to kill the plants? By winterizing your peppers, you can save your plants, cut down on growing time next season, and potentially enjoy a bigger harvest next year. Let me show you step by step how to do it. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Jara. I've been gardening all of my life and I'm a professional seed and plant nursery. I love to share my knowledge and teach others how to grow food. So you've come to the right place if you want to improve your gardening skills. Before we dive in, let me explain why winterizing peppers is totally worth it. Peppers are perennial plants, meaning they can live for multiple years if protected from frost and freezing temperatures. By overwintering them, you preserve the root system and main stem, which gives them a head start in spring compared to growing new plants all the way from seed. This method works for most pepper varieties, including bell peppers, jalapenos, habaneros, and even ornamental types. Not all pepper plants are worth saving though. Choose plants that are free of disease and major pest infestations. Right now, some of my pepper plants have whiteflies, which is really bad. They are a tough pest to get rid of. However, in the process of winterizing my peppers, I will be cutting down the plant stems and removing all the leaves, so that pretty much gets rid of the whiteflies. And then I'm going to be spraying the plants with an organic insecticidal soap to kill off any whitefly remnants or potentially any other type of pest that might be on there. I'll repeat the spray every couple of weeks during the winter, so by springtime these plants don't introduce pests back into my garden. If a plant gave you an amazing harvest, it's a great candidate to save. Rare or slow growing peppers like hot peppers or specialty varieties are also excellent for winterizing. I have a few varieties that grow in the Caribbean that are extremely cold sensitive, and I want to protect them, so I'll definitely be saving those. Start the winterizing process about 2 to 3 weeks before your first expected winter frost. The process of winterizing peppers makes them go into a winter dormancy, so to speak, so pull off any peppers that are ready for harvest or just still forming on the plant. Next, prune the plant. Don't be nervous about this. I seriously just look at my plant and cut it in half. The process of pruning will encourage new healthy green growth in spring once it's planted again. Use sharp, clean pruning shears or scissors to cut the plants back. Also remove any damaged or diseased parts. Removing this excess growth will help the plant conserve energy through the winter. There are 2 main ways to overwinter your peppers: in pots indoors or in the ground with protection. I don't like leaving mine in the ground because I don't like setting up frost protection. It's just a lot of added work. Plus, once I take these peppers out, I'm going to plant some winter or cool season crops in its place. So I need all the growing space available. If your pepper is in the ground, carefully dig around the root system to lift it out. Conserve as much of the root system as possible. Check the root system for any diseases. I'm especially concerned about root knot nematodes. If the plant has a root disease, it's best to throw it out so it doesn't spread the disease around your garden. Transfer the plant to a pot with good drainage that's slightly larger than the root ball. Fill it with fresh potting soil, or I'm just using straight compost. If you have a lot of plants, you can get a bigger container or box and put multiple plants in there. Give the plant a good watering to help it settle into its new home. Place the pot in a location that stays between 50 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, like a sunny windowsill, a greenhouse, which is what I'm doing, or a basement with grow lights. Peppers need some light to survive even in dormancy. Overwintering is all about keeping your plant alive without encouraging active growth. Water only when the soil is completely dry to avoid overwatering. Dormant plants need very little water. Don't fertilize. You want the plant to stay dormant, not push out new growth. When temperatures start warming up in spring, usually after your last spring frost date, you will notice new growth on your pepper plants. That means it is ready to be transplanted back outside. Before planting, I like to feed them with some liquid fertilizer to really give them a boost to wake them up out of their dormancy. If the plant was indoors, gradually expose it to outdoor conditions over a week or 2. Start by putting it in a spot that gets morning sun but afternoon shade, then gradually expose it to more full sun. You can transplant it back into your garden or just keep it in a container. Either way, your winterized pepper plant will be ready to produce earlier and more abundantly than a new seedling. And that's it. Everything you need to know about winterizing your peppers. It's such a simple way to save time, money, and effort while enjoying a head start on your next growing season. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your other gardening friends. I recommend you watch this video next, which is a step-by-step on how to plant peppers so you know what to do when your winterized peppers are ready to go back out into the garden. Happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next video.